Hello, everyone, and welcome.
Hello.
Feywild and out. Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Welcome in, everybody.
I'm so excited. We hit 100 followers. What?
100
We
followers.
did.
100 followers.
Let's so excited.
Love it.
Well, welcome everybody to our third episode of Feywild and Out. I'm so excited to be here. I'm so excited to see what shenanigans the party gets into today.
Many.
Woo.
It's gonna be so great. So let's just get started with some intros. We will start with Hero.
Oh.
Yep.
Just me, my character?
Yep.
Hi. Hey, everybody. I'm suddenly a hero. I stream and stuff. But I'm also playing Aurelian, the half-elf bard, half rogue. And
a lot of halves.
Yeah, a lot of halves. But honestly, all charming. So, that's me.
Great guy.
Great. What a great guy. Wonderful. Let's go to Sparrow.
Heyo, it is your favorite burb on the internet, A Black Sparrow. I stream, I act, I am funny sometimes on the internet as well. And I am playing Lenosa Mirnis, the Goliath monk.
Love that. Let's go to George.
Hi, I'm George W. Ambush, and I play Dennis, the fearful barbarian, and I'm here to protect my friends.
You do a great job.
You do a great job. Let's go on up to Jade.
Hi y'all, I'm Jade Valkyrie and I'm playing Rowan, a Death Domain cleric who is an ASMR. ASMR, I don't.
ASMR.
Well,
I
don't just
love
get
that.
one of those.
Then, beautiful. And Jen.
Hello, my name's Jen, and I play Nisa, the... Who am I? Gnome Artificer. That's me.
I love it. I am Pond. I am your DM for this evening, and will be for the next 10 weeks. I'm so excited to get into this, but before we do, we have some very important announcements. George,
Oh.
Sure
can you
do.
take it away?
Oh, I can. Well, tonight we are fortunate enough to be sponsored.
Boing, 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 boing.
Can we get some hype for sponsor?
Let's go for
Big hype.
sponsored
Our very
stream.
first sponsor. That's so exciting.
Sponsor stream.
It's very
Sponsor
exciting.
hype. Let's go.
And we're sponsored by a good friend's project that they've been working on. It's called the Elven Renaissance. And I want you to picture yourself in a forest. In a forest made for elves. They were like born there and stuff, you know?
Nice.
But let me tell you a little bit about the Elven Renaissance. The Elven Renaissance is a setting that's designed to be used with any role-playing system. It describes an entirely original homeworld for elves, one that is undergoing massive social change, and details on everything from politics to art to why elves don't need indoor plumbing for their world. They poop in the trees. Check out the
Spoiler.
Kickstarter page available on March 17th. And we will have a link, which will be !Elven, correct?
Right there in chat. Posted it.
Perfect. And please
Yep.
check out
Yep.
all of their socials. You can find them all. Linktree.
Link tree.
And the coolest thing is that they're actually fully funded now, so they're just working on stretch goals, which is a really
Mhm.
good sign that it's good content. So
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
They made it, what, day one?
They
Wow.
completed their Kickstarter in less than 4 hours.
That
Wow.
is
Yeah.
incredible.
God damn.
So if
Which
you are
means-
looking for some awesome extra content for your elves, let's go. Check it
Let's-
out.
Wow.
And that means
Go.
that you will be getting everything
Yeah.
that you are kickstarting.
Yeah, if you back
It's,
it now,
it's
you get
guarantee.
all of the things. That's so cool.
get everything.
I love that.
That's
that.
fantastic. We love that. Thank you so much, Elven Renaissance, for the sponsor. We love you very much. Before we roll back into it, does anyone want to take on the recap today?
I did it last time, so nope.
Jen did it last time. No. No, it's okay. I'll do it. Last time on Feywild and Out, the party committed a lot of chaos, and I have to organize my thoughts. So they decided that they got information from Nisa's friend or cousin Stuart Trujillo, and they decided they were going to be heading to Baldur's Gate in order to take an airship from Nisa's cousin Suzette Trujillo, so that they could make it to Candle Keep, where they were going to be researching a gem that would help them find a missing person. Originally, that missing person was going to be Aurelian's mom, but once they found out that Rowan's dad is also missing, now it's kind of up in the air. Who are they going to choose? Oh no. They made it to Baldur's Gate after a little bit of struggling through the portals, but they made it. Aurelian threw up all over himself. Nisa also threw up just a little bit, not quite as bad. Walking through Baldur's Gate, Rowan put up quite a few wanted posters for 2 druids who could turn into giant eagles, so that she did not have to, in fact, ride the airship. Arriving at the airship field, it was already late and the airship had closed. Oh, I almost forgot. This party spent about 45 minutes engaging with some street children who tried to pickpocket Aurelian. Dennis picked up by the collar and pants and shook the bejesus out of the 7-year-old street child.
That's not canon.
That's not canon. And after that, Rowan gave a lovely letter to one of the children, basically vouching for them, stating that they would be safe to keep at any place. And the party gave the children far more money than they had any business giving them, and the children are now set for life. It was quite a lovely little bit of shenanigan. They made it to the airship field where Suzette was closing shop. Nisa engaged with her cousin in such an interesting way and insisted that she could in fact fly an airship by herself, and Suzette said,
I'm sure I could.
no, you can't. You need at least 6 months of training.
I got 6 minutes. Let's go.
After Suzette walked off, Nisa attempted to, actually succeeded in breaking into the airship field by sliding through the gates, where the party bickered a little back and forth about whether or not they should steal an airship tonight or just wait until 10 a.m. the next morning to take a chartered ship on their own. Dennis was quite offended because he found out that Nisa had lied to him and then witnessed Nisa lie to her cousin as well. So Dennis is having some mixed feelings. And Lenosa, the wonderful party mom, pointed out to Nisa that she could just past the gates. And then the party decided to head to the Elf Song Tavern to get some rest before their flight the next day. So we're gonna go. That feel when
Okay.
the music comes on way too loud in your own headset. Might be. So we're gonna pick up. You enter the Elf Song Tavern. It's a very nice 2-story tavern. It's quite busy in here. You can tell that they also seem like they have really good food as well. Probably good alcohol. There's very beautiful music playing in the background, but you can't see where the music is coming from. And what do y'all do?
Well, after I put down our keys and the complimentary food and drink that we got because of me, I'd like to just find like a comfy seat and just bask in how cooler than Aurelian I am.
Wow.
Did not forget.
Wow.
Did not forget.
Wow.
Yes. There was also some healthy competition between Aurelian and
Was there? I didn't realize we were competing.
Healthy, huh? That is a word that you chose to say.
Nothing about this is healthy.
Nothing about it is healthy. No, I shouldn't have referred to it as that, but we're gonna go with it. Rowan and Aurelian have a bit of a competition going to see who's the coolest, and Rowan got everyone free room and food here at the Elf Song Tavern, which is lovely because that means I don't have to make up prices for food items.
Nice.
Dysfunctional competition. Yeah, we're gonna go with that.
That's better. I think.
There's a really nice booth sort of off in the corner. It's well lit and it would definitely fit all of you.
Lenosa heads over.
Yeah, I'll follow. Well, we need some drinks then.
Dysfunction.
I mean, I'll never say no.
I will grab a round of drinks for everyone. Are you?
I'd like wine instead of mead, if that's possible.
Sounds good.
Whatever you get from me, hold the rats.
Okay. No rats. Noted. Everybody else rats or
Rat
no
free.
No rats.
Rat free
No
sounds
rats.
good.
No rats.
Just water for me.
Water. Rats or. No.
Aurelian, can you make me a perception check, please?
Okay. Ooh, let's see. 6 on the die. 9.
A 9. So with a 9, you notice that a couple of patrons who are like sitting near you, as you say, like, hold the rats, they're like kind of looking in their glasses, like, is there rats here? So you head over to the bar.
Watch out if I were you.
Oh, concern.
Yeah. I'll give them a nod, like I'm doing them a favor, and then go over to the bar and try to get some wine and water, ales.
Yeah. The patron that you said I'm doing you a favor to just like pushes their tankard like away from them just a little bit. So as you head over to the bar, there is a half-orc man standing behind the bar. He seems like he's pretty busy, but he turns to face you and he goes, "Oh, what can I get you?"
We need a round of drinks over here for me and my friends.
Yeah.
Wine, water, ale, whatever's good. What do you guys have?
Oh, we have quite a bit. You want top shelf, bottom shelf wine?
Bottom shelf wine, please.
Bottom shelf wine, it is very good. And so he sort of turns around and he starts bustling around and he hands you like a tray. And it's got a big wine goblet on it and he winks at you. He goes, bottom shelf. And there's like a huge tankard of water and then a couple of ales.
Perfect.
And you're free to head back over.
Gleefully heading back over. What do I owe for all of this?
What table you at?
Right over there with the peculiar individuals.
And he looks over and he sort of sees Rowan and he goes, "Oh, nothing on the house."
Why is that? Why is there nothing? I mean, I hate to.
I mean, I can make it. Boss said it was free, but I can make you pay if you're insistent.
I'm not rich enough to take anything to
Our
ignore
prices are
something
quite
free,
high.
but just curious, you know.
She's famous. Her family. It comes from a lot of well-known people. Helped a lot of people.
Oh.
Do you not know about the Wise Fangs?
I can't say I do actually. I'm not from around this area well, I am from around here, but not.
I was gonna
I'm
say
nev-
you got the Baldur's Gate look to you.
I'm from here, but I've
Yeah.
never dealt with the Wise Fangs.
Oh, well, neither have I personally, but the boss said it's free, so I've got to make it free, you know. But if you want to tip. And he just sort of like puts his hand out.
Okay. How much would this cost me? I will. Let me see. I gotta actually look at my money to see how much I have because I'm gonna give him a gold.
A gold.
I'm gonna give him a gold. I would love to know anything that you know about the Wise Fangs,
Oh, and he
and I
looks at the gold.
appreciate all of your help.
He like bites it a little bit, and puts it in his pocket, and he goes, "Oh, about the Wise Fang. I know that the father Wise Fang. He's a big druid. I think arch druid or something like that. He runs the wilds all over the place. And he's done a lot of good for the smaller outlying cities. There was a little bit of mischief about the daughter.
Do say.
Let me see.
Spill
Let's
the
see.
tea.
I'm gonna roll and see how much and how hot this tea is about to be. Because I heard she was supposed to be a druid like her dad, right? Her dad was like, "You're gonna be a druid like me," and she said, "You know what, Dad? I'm gonna put my lot in with the goddess of death."
The goddess of death.
Yeah.
Can't imagine that went over well.
Well, I don't know much, but that's what I've heard. I heard she might be evil.
She might be.
Can you go ahead and roll an insight check for me, please?
Yeah, sure.
Just to see how much of this you buy.
Rolled a 14. What do I add? Let me see. Plus 4. 18.
18. So he's not lying per se, but you can tell that he's definitely like trying to give you your money's worth.
Sure, fair.
And whether or not it's true is like, you know,
I'll still act amazed.
Yeah. This is definitely like he has ridden the rumor roller coaster quite a few times, and he is just spewing that right back out at you. And he goes, "Yeah, she might be evil, but I've never met her myself."
Oh. Now's your chance, possibly. What was your name?
What?
What was your name?
My name?
Yeah.
My name is Greg.
Greg. It is an absolute pleasure to meet you, Greg. You've been a wonderful help.
Well, you let me know if you need. We've got food too, if y'all are hungry.
I'm sure we could probably do some food after these drinks, anyways.
Yeah, if you want, I can just keep them coming. You know.
Yeah, put it on the Wise Fang tab. Absolutely.
Oh yeah, absolutely. All right, can do. And he sort of like he sort of like looks at you, and he does like the buddy slap on the arm that's not holding the drinks.
Nice.
And he goes, "I like you. You're funny, man.
I like you too, Greg.
Hey, fun to chat with."
And I will gladly take my drinks over.
He's so proud of himself.
Just very proud.
Awesome. Rowan, are you paying attention to Aurelian at all? What's going on at the table while Aurelian is feeding himself with hot tea?
Lisa is like uncharacteristically quiet, and it's just kind of soaking like a baby.
Okay.
At this point, Rowan thinks that she's won, so just kind of vibing with whatever's going on at the table.
Okay.
Not really paying Aurelian much attention.
Janice is very fixated on the rat thing still. I just don't understand why they would put rats in the beer. It just doesn't. Is it for the flavor? Is it?
I think if they did it for the flavor, then something kind of like a squirrel would probably be better. So I think it was an accident.
Do they drink squirrels here?
Not here, but sometimes like on adventures and things like that, people drink whatever is available. So
I don't like that. I don't want to drink a squirrel on an adventure.
We will make it so possible so that does not happen.
We should have gotten that jar.
Yeah, now I think about it, it'd be great. But I can, every once in a while, get water for us.
I like water. No rodents, please.
So, Lenosa, do you just prefer not to drink or just not in the mood?
She kind of chuckles to herself. I have to remind you of our game of coppers.
It just doesn't work. I gotcha.
Just for today. At least. I am going with water.
All right, so Aurelian, you make it back to the table as Lenosa sort of saying, I'm going with water.
Drinks have been served courtesy of our friend Greg and the Wise Fangs, apparently.
Yes.
And there are no rats, Dennis. I checked.
Good. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thanks.
Yeah.
When I go to drink this wine, will I be able to tell?
Yeah, so I'm curious about myself. I've been this whole time. I've been trying to figure out like what role it would be to be able to tell the difference between top shelf and bottom shelf wine. So, like, part of me says perception, but also part of me says constitution. I'm gonna go with perception though.
All right, cool.
Yeah. We'll say the DC is 16.
I have a 22.
Awesome. So you can tell that this is like lower quality wine. Like it's got the like a lot of tannins, and it's really, you don't get like the oaky taste of the barrel. But as to whether or not you know that's just what they serve or what Aurelian ordered you specifically, like, it's not the worst wine you've ever had. You've definitely had some wine that was just like some grapes thrown into a bucket and hope for the best, but this is like 2 steps above that.
This was the best wine that they had?
They said it was my friend Greg over there. He said, courtesy of the Wise Fangs, and got us ales and wine and only the best.
The best.
Only the best.
Can I insight
roll a
check?
deception?
Yeah, please insight that deception, because that is 100%
only
a lie.
the best for the Wise Fangs.
Simply the best.
Not great. 13.
Oh, not great.
13.
It's still better than mine. I got a 9. So.
Okay. Yeah, very good.
Yeah, Greg 100% said only the best. It's the best. Simply the best. It's in my brain right now.
Should I take it? I don't know what you're accustomed to. Should I talk to him? Should I take this back?
Yeah. I'm just gonna not. I'm gonna get water too.
I'll drink it.
Okay, that works too. Good luck, Nisa.
It'll be fine.
Yeah. I would.
Anything's better
at
than
this
just
point-
straight motor oil.
To be fair, I'm not one to look free drinks. I don't know, turn them away, I guess.
It's just such a nice establishment. I assume that they would at least have some like Baldur's Gate finest on reserve, but
I've never had it.
it's
Is it good?
it's good. I mean, I don't typically like to spend too much money or time on these things, but every time when I was younger traveling, then one of my dad's party members was probably a little bit too much into the wine bottles, so taught me most of the things.
Do you come to Baldur's Gate often?
It was more about passing through in and out. It was the weird period where I couldn't necessarily stay at home, but also couldn't, be watched by somebody. So really for straight to the bounty board, straight to here or any other location, and then out to whatever adventure, whatever quest they needed to do.
So, which one of these is the stuff that I liked the last time?
I think that would be the mead, the ale, the mead. One of those.
Did you like? Was it the sweet stuff? Or...
Yeah. Yeah, the juice was bitter. I didn't really like it very much.
Mm.
And so were the sparkly ones.
Yeah,
It's like sparkles on my tongue. I don't know.
did I get mead?
No, you said wine, ale, and water.
Dennis,
So that is a great
my friend,
tasting.
I will get you some mead. I was so focused on no rats being in it, but I will make sure there is no rats in the mead as well. But I will be right back, and I will
And
leave
can
you to
you
it.
see if they have the Paladin's Blood brand of mead?
Paladin's Blood brand. Absolutely.
Thank you.
I will go and run back to my friend Greg.
Thank you.
The person who had pushed their thing away is just sort of sitting sideways now. By the way, as you walk by, they're just uncomfortable. As you approach, Greg turns around and goes, "Oh yeah, everything good? You need more drinks?"
Actually, I had a special request from my friends. Paladin's Blood brand mead.
Oh, absolutely. That's some of the best mead you can get.
I've never had it.
Now you should try it. It's quite fancy. It's very bubbly.
Very bubbly. I will.
It's mead bubbly. I don't know.
I would love some of whatever this brilliant rich mead
Yeah.
is.
Absolutely. How many you want? Like 3, 4, 7?
Four.
Four. All right, 4 it is. And he turns around and you see like he sort of like pulls a keg forward from like the top shelf, starts filling it up, and turns around. It's very full cups, and it looks sparkly,
Okay.
like sparkles on your tongue.
Greg, you are a gem.
You do.
And I will take my meat.
He's like glancing at his hand.
I will take the meat and turn around and I gave him a fucking gold. I just,
Right then. He just turns back and starts going back to his business.
What are you rolling for?
What?
What? There's just dice. There was dice that were dropping.
There were, I've been
okay.
rolling dice this whole time. I don't know if anyone else has noticed.
I have.
Is it just me trying to scare you, or is it for something that's actually important? You don't know. Lenosa, what are you doing right now? You've been a little quiet at the table, and I'm curious what's going on in your
She's kind of just sitting and really only she's kind of doing what you're perceiving. She's kind of really just kind of keeping to herself a little bit, not really saying a whole lot. The tankard of water is barely being touched. Like she's taken maybe a sip of it. She's not really making eye contact.
Okay. It's just kind of keeping it low key.
Mm-hmm.
Very good. Aurelian comes back with the tankards of sparkling mead.
One for Dennis and one for Rowan. They did have it actually. And I'll just
Wow.
put 2 in the middle here, in the middle of the table. I'll push one over to Nisa, and then
Oh,
I'll push one over to Lenosa, even though I know she has water. But we'll just push it over there.
Yeah, she doesn't even like really acknowledge it.
Nisa's nose deep.
Get the little foamy, like face
Mustache.
stash. Yeah, just all foam.
Lenosa, are you gonna drink yours? I know you sometimes. Are you gonna drink yours?
And then she like looks down and sees that there's a cup there that wasn't before.
We could have a chugging contest if.
Yes, I will. And she kind of like grabs the cup a little bit unsure and like
Nisa
sniffs
gets
it.
really excited and like shimmies in her seat, like I'm gonna be faster. I'm gonna be faster.
Well, I wasn't exactly agreeing to the chugging contest, Lisa, but
Aw. She puts it down like kind of loud back on the table. Oh.
all right, fine.
Picks it back up.
I
And
love it.
she makes eye contact with Nisa and says, "On your mark."
Ready, set, go.
Constitution saving
my
throws,
God.
please.
Hey. That's a 7.
7.
Mhm.
That is a 10.
10.
Wow.
So Lenosa finishes hers just a little bit faster than you, Nisa.
While I see, I'm like out of the corner of my eye, like watching, and I'm just trying to gulp faster, but it's just like running down the sides of my mouth.
Meanwhile, Lenosa's just like, this is fine.
Fully drinking.
Wonderful. So, Nisa, you've had a glass of wine, an ale,
Mm-hmm.
and you just chugged a mead, right?
Yeah, I did.
Awesome. I love it. Can you make me one more con save, please? This is
I
not to see
sure
how
can.
fast you can drink it. This is to see how well you can hold it down.
Let's
Fingers crossed, fingers crossed, fingers crossed.
She already threw up once today.
15.
15.
Oh.
Awesome. So, Nisa, you are drunk.
What?
Mistake. But you're holding on. You're doing, yeah, you're like party Nisa right now. Lenosa, go ahead and make me a con save for that chugged mead because it's pretty solid. Your DC is going to be 10 though, instead of the.
That's a 16.
Okay, so Lenosa, you're a little bit buzzed, but you're feeling good. What's everybody else doing while Nisa and Lenosa are having their drinking contests?
I'm just watching in awe because Nisa is like really putting it in for her side.
Oh yeah.
Because I've just been Rowan's just kind of like, very calmly like sipping the mead, and could not imagine chugging that much at that rate. That's
Yeah, especially because it's carbonated. So you're just like,
Oh God, yeah.
That's
uncomfy.
impressive.
Dennis, are you drinking?
Yes, Danis is drinking one of the meads.
Does Dennis like the mead this time around?
What's in the
Spicy apple
paladin's? What's in the paladin's blood mead?
Paladin's blood mead. It is a honey hibiscus mead.
Ooh, yeah, he would be very into that. He kind of like sniffs it at first, like suspicious. Like he's probably forever gonna be a little suspicious that there's gonna be rats in all alcohol.
Yeah.
But
Little.
he tries it.
Oh, it's very good. Thank you.
It's got a little bit of a pink tinge to it. That's where it gets its name.
I like that. It's pretty.
Tastes very, very good. Is there
He's
anything
just
else?
kinda Sitting
sorry?
there, two giant hands on this regular size glass. Like he's
Yeah.
sitting there like a child with a tiny hot chocolate.
Adorable.
I love that so much. Is there anything else that the party would like to do or discuss this evening at the table?
Danis would like to put forth that
I think Aurelian is a lot cooler than he's getting credit for.
I like Aurelian.
It's not a matter of
Like-
that Aurelian's not cool. It's a matter of the fact that I am cooler I think that as a party, I think we have like generic like entry level requirement of coolness.
Sure.
But yeah, I just wanted to make that known. That's why. That's all.
Janice, that means you are cool.
You're very cool.
Everyone's cool. It's just, you know.
Nisa's
Some
just
people
doing
are
the
cooler than
robot at the
others.
table. Like,
Never had to measure my coolness, though. I don't. What's that like?
You know, just random shenanigans, bets, checks, making sure that you can, like, you know, get things out of people and towns, cool things that you can do. You know, just the basics, like a basic adventuring party stuff. I figured that we, you know, would have that by now.
do you guys know that I've never been on an adventure before meeting you guys, and now we've gone on so many, and I've seen a dead body.
You've seen-
Yeah.
Have-
There's
Remember
like
when
no
Anissa-
music like playing. Nisa is just vibing to her own beat at the table. She's the good drunk. Tonight.
And then Nisa and I hid a dead body. I taught Nisa how to hide a dead body. That was pretty fun.
I try to forget that happened.
Just push it way down. That's what I do.
I mean, that's essentially what we did. We tied rocks to the legs and the hands, and you push it into the lake, and it just sinks. 'Cause
Very
naturally, they'll
specific
float.
for something I forgot.
You would be amazed at how many bodies are in this harbor.
You know, you guys are being really morbid.
What?
She stops dancing.
Like people's bodies?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Afraid so.
sometimes
Mm.
is the way of things.
Hmm.
Life and adventures and such.
You know, I bet there's not bodies in airships.
Probably go over this.
They probably would have disposed of them. Or
Okay.
the air.
Morbid again. Nisa like attempts to get the attention of the bartender and kind of does like a little another round motion with her hand.
His name is Greg. You should yell Greg really loudly.
I feel like you're lying to me.
His name's Greg. I just met him. He's a wonderful person.
Who, I guess, you know, we should ask Greg about the wine situation. I'm very curious about that.
What do you mean?
It's just that it's astonishing to me. Like, they can afford this amazing, beautiful singer singing an amazing sonnet and ballad of sorts. Amazing rooms. These booths are very well made, and the craftsmanship is wonderful. And they still have the Paladin's Blood mead, but not like, did they run out of the wine? Did someone buy all of the wine?
I did ask for it specifically. I don't know if that made a difference, but I did
Can
ask
I
for
do
it
an inside
specifically.
check on that?
Yeah, please do an insight check.
It's true, I did
Uh,
ask for it specifically.
Well,
That's a nat 20.
and nat 20. So with a nat 20, you're just sitting there, you know, with your water. You're watching Aurelian and Rowan engage with each other. And when Aurelian says, I did ask for it specifically, you notice a little just upturn of his mouth. And you can tell that although he's being truthful, he's very proud of himself in this moment. And it really makes you wonder what specifically he asked for.
I just look at Rowan and raise an eyebrow, and then I go back to my water.
Okay. Yeah, you know what? Where am I in this booth? Am I like in the middle or on the side? I don't know where I am.
That's
in
up
this
to you.
booth.
I assume.
Well, I imagine I'm like at the edge, like a toddler, kind of just
vibing.
you
Nisa's
wonder
on
if
the
they're
edge.
Okay,
you wonder if they're
so-
gonna run away.
Do you have like a booster seat? So the booth is like rounded.
Lisa, get in your seat.
You know what I just thought of? What do you have, Nisa? Some meat! No!
Truly though. I'll say that I'll just beside Nisa. It's like, you know, Nisa, let me out for a sec. I'm
Okay.
gonna go.
Okay.
And we wanted another round of the meat, yes. And any-
I'll be fine, thank you.
okay, so one, you know what?
I'll have hers.
Greg said
Okay.
he would bring them just continuously.
That's true.
But yeah, I have some specific questions, and I don't want to like have them come over here and bother the other people.
Of course.
Of
course.
Yeah, so one for
Of course.
Danis, one for, you know what? Nisa and I can share one because Nisa, I think that you need
What?
to. This you can drink water in between.
You know,
You know, Rowan, I think I'm older than you.
Probably.
She says kind of drunkily.
I haven't
probably.
tried any of this meat. I would love some.
Okay, so three beads.
How old are you, Danis? Not paying attention to anyone anymore. She got out of the picture.
Curious though.
She's letting you out though.
I don't know.
Well, how many years have passed since the day you went? Wah?
Or how many moons divided by 12?
Dennis, I'm
You know what? While you
I'm
do
as
that
lost
math,
as you are, Dennis. I'll be honest.
while you do that math, I'm gonna go.
Solid. So you sort of skirt your way through the patrons. Greg's at the bar handing out drinks and cups, and he turns around and he goes, "Oh, hello. What can I get for you?"
Hi, are you Greg?
I am Greg.
Oh, awesome. I had a couple of questions about your wine options.
Oh, yeah.
It seemed that the wine that was served at my table was, I mean, it wasn't bad, but it wasn't usually what I expected at this establishment. So I was wondering if there was some type of shortage in the higher end wine, if there was a way that I could just buy the entire bottle, what exactly is happening.
Oh, you know what? I must have misunderstood what the gentleman was asking for. Let me get you some of a better wine, and you don't you worry. And he turns around and he sort of like walks over to the big crisscross shelf where they keep the wine, and he grabs one of the top bottles and he pulls it down, and it is a deep red. And it's called Dragon's Breath. And he sort of sets it on the bar, and he goes, well, this one's, you can just take the bottle for the misunderstanding.
Oh, thank you. I really appreciate that. And I'm going to do a quick nod, but then I'm also going to detect thoughts.
Yeah, okay. Surface thoughts don't require a save, huh?
No.
So you can hear in his head, he didn't even tip me second time. Why am I covering for him ordering bottom shelf, and now this one's coming up here ordering top shelf like I'm a fool. But here I am. He better tip me good this time around. And it's just him talking about being tipped. And definitely upset at Aurelian by like this much.
I also had a question. Do you have any mayonnaise by chance?
Is that like the oil and the eggs and you?
Yeah, or just any type of like condiment that could go with like bread, perhaps.
Oh yeah, we got mustard seed spread. We've got some of the oil and eggs. We've also got some like fermented goat cheese that people like to put on there with like some fruit.
I'll take the mustard seed.
Mustard seed.
Yeah.
All right. And then he's sort of like, anything else from the kitchen?
And also three meats.
3 meats, got it. No more food though.
What type of food do you have again? I'm sorry.
Oh Lord, my dear, we have so much food. We've got salads, we've got meat, we've got bread and meat and cheese boards. We've got some very nice noodles with different sauces on them. Our special this evening is actually a rack of ribs. It's a whole rack from a cow that has been cooked for 7 hours.
Oh, that sounds amazing. Oh, but one of our party members is. You know what? Let's take the bread and the cheese, and then not the ribs, because that'd probably be visually. And Rowan's like weighing the options of the good meat versus offending Danis.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'll take a little bit of meat and the noodles. Do the noodles have meat in them?
They can have meat in them. They cannot have meat in them.
And then 2 noodles with no meat. But I can't carry that, so if you
we'll
could
bring it out.
Okay, and then our table's just right over there, and I'll point over to like where Aurelian and others are. Yeah. Okay. Awesome.
Just noodling, waiting for you to come back.
That gnome is funny. You got some tall people with you.
Yeah, it seems to be an interesting thing in our party. Doors are very difficult sometimes, but
Yeah.
luckily this place has really nice ceilings. So
In the corner over there, is she Goliath?
I believe so. Yes.
Oh wow! Don't think I've ever seen a Goliath person in person before. I wonder if she's taller than me.
And then I like do like a measurement of like
She's
how.
like 6'4".
Yeah, I'd say so. By like quite a bit actually.
Neat. All right, let me get you your food. And he's gonna just sort of like turn around, all like excited. Oh, did you want the mustard now? Or do you want me to bring
Yes.
it out?
I will take. You know what? I'll take the meat and the wine and the mustard seed, and then you can bring everything else.
Mustard seed. Got it. And then he turns around and he just like very quickly. You have the wine, and he like turns to the wine and then turns back and like say, yeah. And then he turns around and like gets you some more of the mead. And then he runs to the kitchen. He goes, "Oh, some of the sadie sauce." And he comes back with like this little wooden carafe of but it's like definitely mustard seed. Like it's like a paste. And he hands it to you.
Perfect. And I'm going to just like slightly scoop that paste into one particular mead. Cup, and then leave the container of the mustard seed on the table, and then turn and go back to our lovely booth.
As you walk away, you hear him go, "That was right disgusting," but nothing else.
And then I'll walk up to the booth and like, "Oh, okay, so I got better wine. It turns out that it's just a misunderstanding. So I mean, we got a free bottle out of it, so that's pretty cool."
Very nice.
And then I start like while I'm talking about the free wine, I individually hand each person their mead, and then Aurelian gets the mustard mead.
Love that.
Nisa gets a normal, and Danis gets a normal one. And I also ordered us food that has meat, but also food that doesn't have meat for Danis.
Danis,
84.
you're 84 years old?
Yeah.
84.
Yeah.
Are you old in your family?
No.
Are you a baby in your family?
Well, kinda.
How do you define age? She says, but is clearly slurring.
I mean, I have some cousins who are younger, and I have some cousins who are older. But, I mean, I think years kind of function a little differently where I'm from, but also I think by, well, your standards here, grandmother would be around. Hold on.
And
Huh. I don't understand.
450.
You're 400. What?
No, my grandmother.
Oh,
He's only
Wow.
84.
I'm 84.
okay. Well, then, math-wise, that would be. You're young. You're very young, actually. I think I'm older than you.
Well, not in like years, but sure.
That's what I mean. Maturity. She looks off to the distance as if like.
I'll hit my own elbow.
Maturity.
Yeah.
Wait, so niece, you're older than. How old are you? How old are you, Nisa? 84.
Me?
Yeah,
Are
84.
you asking me how old I am?
Absolutely, I am.
Confidence.
I am. Do I tell you the truth? How old? Yeah, I need to stop. Yep.
I mean,
mean,
you're on a lying streak.
Let me
I
know.
feel like
Please let me
it's
know
the
if you're
time.
going to lie to me. Please
I
let
mean,
me know.
you're right. I will tell you if okay, I'm lying.
Okay.
Ready?
Mm-hmm.
I'm 350 years old.
Wow.
Actually, I'm only
Looking good.
107.
Still pretty good.
Respectable age.
Thank you.
'Cause I've been an adult for like.
She starts counting, but you all know she's really good at math, so it's like, why is she counting? She's too drunk.
60 years.
60 years, Jesus.
Yep.
Oh,
Did I notice anything looking? So, in watching
Yeah.
Rowan, come back with the drinks and
Yeah.
obviously being sus.
Am I sus?
I don't know. I mean, I am, Aurelian
He's
is
concerned.
suspicious. Yes.
and say he's concerned because he fucking lied to your face.
Because he lied. And then you went up there and I'm like, okay. Like,
Does Aurelian remember that Rowan can read thoughts? I mean,
did she cast it though? Like, I don't.
Because I
Did
don't
they?
really use
Did
it a lot in combat. I usually use it with NPCs. So is
Roll for
Aurelian,
sus.
can Aurelian tell?
I don't think Aurelian can tell with that you cast. I don't think he can tell you that you cast because your back was turned to him. So really, it just boils down to how perceptive Aurelian was being. Tell me with a dice roll, Aurelian, how hard were you watching Rowan engage with Greg?
I was definitely trying to. So Aurelian was definitely trying to watch.
Mm-hmm.
Whether or not that works out. Let's see. Rolled a 6 on the die. Let's see what I get. 9. 9 again.
Nope. You notice that she spent a long time up there with Greg, and that when they were talking, you could tell that they asked for something else, but also when they came back, she talked about food. So it doesn't seem like anything's amiss. I mean,
Didn't notice anything.
no. It was a hard check, Hero.
Still don't,
Your
I
back was
still don't
turned.
trust. I still don't
Yeah.
trust it, but I'll drink it. I'll drink it.
You do a little sippy. Yeah, go ahead and take a sip.
Yeah.
Sip. Mmm. Honey
And
hibiscus mustard meat.
I'm gonna do my best to not make any face. Nothing. Just
You make me a con save if you're gonna keep that shit straight.
Natural 1.
Vindication.
So tell me, what is this? What does this natural one look like? What is this? Because it's
So he's gonna drink it and try my best
try to keep it down.
to keep
You
a
keep it
straight face.
down.
But I'm gonna make like a grimace, and it tastes good.
It's that. Why is this so spicy?
Why is it spicy? It's good. It's good.
You
See
didn't
why it's-
drink it before either, so you don't know if that's how it tastes.
Love that. That's so funny.
Expensive things never really were my taste, anyways. But this is pretty good. I could see myself liking this.
Are you okay, Aurelian?
Yes.
You
I
sure
take
about
another
that?
drink. I take
You know what you're expecting now, so I won't make you con save for it. But oh damn, your tummy's gonna be angry with you in the morning.
Yeah.
So as you're like muscling through this, Greg comes up with a big platter of food and he passes out all of the pastas and the bread and cheese. He sets on the table, and he goes, "All right, anything else for the friends of the Wise Fangs?"
Water, definitely water.
All right, water it is. And if anything else, and he keeps like kind of glancing at Lenosa, but not like. I mean, he's not smooth. Greg is obviously not a charismatic person, but it's just kind of like glances, but he won't look right at her.
Okay. Lenosa is going to look directly at Greg Is there something I can help you with?
No, nope, no.
Are you sure?
Yep.
Well, it would be rather rude to doubt you, but I do greatly appreciate you and your service. And she kind of just calmly reaches into her pack and produces 2 gold and sets them on his tray. And then she returns her gaze to her water.
Greg is a fine fellow.
Oh,
Thank you so much you've been so wonderful tonight. Thank you.
Yeah, it's been lovely serving you all. I'm gonna be on break for a little while, so Tristan is going to be taking over for me. He's the boss.
Yeah.
So don't worry too much. Anything else you need, he'll be bringing the waters out.
Is it soon? Do you get off soon then, Greg?
No, it's
You-
just I gotta eat.
You gotta eat, of course.
Yeah, I'm here till closing, but like the boss says, you gotta take time for yourself. So I try to take time for myself.
Right.
And I gotta eat. I'm a big guy, and I gotta feed my tummy and run some errands. That kind of thing.
Is Greg? What does Greg look like? What is Greg?
Greg, Greg, I love this. Greg is, he's like I said, he's like a 6'4" orc man. He's got no hair. And he's got one half broken tusk that's coming up, and he's got sort of like these tiny little glasses on. Like they don't look like they actually do anything, but like they sit really nicely at his nose. And you see like the tips of some tattoos coming up out of his shirt collar.
Okay.
But they're you can tell he's trying to cover them up, and he's got like a very high pinned white collar with like a leather apron on. His sleeves are rolled up, and you don't see any tattoos on his forearms. And he's got nice dark brown pants, and he looks very well put together. His apron is very dirty, and his shoes are very dirty. He works a lot, so and he's surrounded by drunk people constantly. But other than that, that's Greg.
Lenosa is actually going to slightly just move her chair out, and then she's going to stand basically as I'm assuming she can stand at her full height here.
Mm-hmm.
So she's going to stand all the way up and just say, "I will be back shortly," and she's going to move past Greg and towards the front exit of the establishment.
Greg looking respectfully.
And I gotta roll. So as you stand up, Greg's eyes only like follow your face up past his height, and he just goes, "Oh, all right, you have a great night." And then he turns around and like makes his way towards the back of the room. How long are you going to spend outside?
Maybe 5 minutes.
Okay. Anybody want to do anything else and dig into your food?
Yeah, Nisa would be eating, and you can see her like slightly getting a little bit more drunk as it's settling in her body, and she's just starting to get more and more slumped over as she's eating.
I love that.
I put more bread from like whatever I grabbed in my plate and put it on to Nisa's plate.
Just keep.
Danis is going to be eating his salad, if one was brought over.
There's also
And-
meatless pasta with a tomato sauce.
Rice noodles.
Usually, okay. If
rice
it's rice
noodles.
noodles, then
Yeah.
he'll eat it. But
Yeah,
if it's regular noodles, he will be abstaining.
it's got rice noodles. We'll just say that this is a very upscale establishment with a very nice vegan menu.
Okay. Maybe
Yeah.
some gnocchi.
Yeah, some gnocchi. It's potato noodles. Let's go with that. That's
Potato
much more
mochi.
believable.
Pokemon
Yes,
RTS.
gnocchi. Anyway, he's enjoying some potato noodles with some vegetarian or vegan sauce, and eating his salad, and he just is raving about how good this mead is to Aurelian.
It's good. It's not a.
I mean, the sparkles are a little off-putting at first, but I don't know. It tastes good, and it feels interesting in my mouth.
Perhaps rich things don't sit well with me then.
Is it rich things, or could it be?
Yeah, you like Rowan?
Uh,
Pew pew. Shots fired.
I think so. I'm not sure. You know what? That's probably. We'll table that. But yeah, Aurelian, you are really enjoying that mead. It's funny because I actually got now some top shelf wine, since apparently the wine that was originally ordered actually was bottom shelf from your mouth. I can't help but feel a little bit targeted after everything that I've done.
Shelf. I asked. That's strange because I had asked Greg to give us his favorite wine, so I don't know why you would have. So you're saying that Greg said that he went to get the bottom shelf.
No, I'm saying that he was covering for you because he's a nice man.
Covering. That doesn't seem like
They
Greg.
put it at
You tipped him a gold.
heights. Because like some races like Nisa are shorter, and then races like me and Lenosa that can reach the top shelf ones.
So it's
You
more
like tall
statistically
people
likely.
drinks.
Yes, I do, and it's more statistically likely for Greg to also like tall people drinks. So.
So
You should
strange.
have been a tall person.
So we're gonna pin that conversation.
So strange.
Also, make me a deception check when you said tell Greg that it's his favorite, or to get his favorite. And then we're gonna pin that. We're gonna zoom outside to Lenosa. Lenosa, what are you doing outside?
Lenosa is
Natural 20, by the way. Sorry.
You're fine. That was worth the interruption for sure. Lenosa made a point to take her pack with her, and she's looking at the letter that she kind of it's closed up, but she's looking at it, and she's got kind of a forlorn look on her face, like if you were to put words to it, it would be like, was this the right idea, kind of a look.
Okay.
And to not make any sort of issue, she's going to just look at it just for a little bit and then put it back into her pack, and then she's just going to find a place to kind of just like sit, just like maybe up against the wall of the inn.
Yeah, there's a couple of like benches.
Yeah. Okay. So then she's going to look at the benches and be like, am I going to break this?
They're very sturdy. They're wrought iron.
Okay. So she'll take a seat on one of those benches just for a moment or two.
While you're sitting on those benches, can you run me a perception check?
I'm scared, but sure. Brain, where is it? It's 17 total.
17 total. Okay. It's a really nice night outside, and there are a couple of people moving their way along the streets. You don't really notice anything. A couple of people look at you as you walk by, mostly because they're trying to see if you're drunk or not, from what you can tell, just for their own entertainment. That's a really nice night outside.
She's going to take a little bit of solace in that.
It's nice. It's good. The fresh air feels really nice on your face. Baldur's Gate doesn't smell great, but like
she smelled worse for sure.
For sure. And there's a nice sense of peace. Just in this moment. There's nobody who's trying to pick your pockets. There's no arguing. There's no chaos. It's just you and a nice bench and the moon
How full is the moon?
It is almost full. Let's say 3/4.
She's gonna look up at that for a little bit, and that smile kind of goes away.
There's a couple of clouds that drift their way across the moon, creating a small shadow. And you feel drawn to the moon, and you know why.
Mm-hmm.
But for the first time in probably a long time, it feels almost like the moon is looking back at you. And another cloud floats across and creates almost a smile in shadow across the moon. Like if you squint your eyes and turn just a little bit, it's like it's really smiling on you.
Okay. Okay. And she just kind of places her hand just about like a collarbone, kind of like this, and then places it on the opposite side, and then does this with her hand, and then like this over her nose, and then she stands up, gives one last look to the moon, and then heads back towards the inn.
You feel warm. Like a very calm, warm peace. And you head back inside into the bustling, busy, intense elf song tavern. Your table mates are intensely discussing something. Aurelian, you rolled a natural 20 on that deception check about it being Greg's favorite drink. That is, what does that make it? Like, what total is that?
Let me see. Deception 26.
26. Good
Ooh.
Lord. Rowan, Aurelian seems super, like, he is full of conviction with this statement. Greg's thoughts don't line up with that statement, but Aurelian is sure of himself. And what do you feel with that? Like, it's Aurelian is certain that that is what he said, you know?
Since I know, I wasn't suspicious of Aurelian at the beginning, but now that I know that he tipped them well, then I know that many people would do whatever for like a gold piece. So I'm sure like it's super believable, but like since I know that I'm still like, it's I'm like kind of Rowan's like kind of doubting, making sure that she heard correctly, but with Aurelian being the person that they are, yeah. You stole from my house.
What does that mean?
You stole from my
What did I
stole my house.
What did I steal?
You stole a book. You stole a children's book.
We
from
all
my
took
house.
one book. So,
I gave. If I would have let everybody take like 5 books from my house, but you just said I'm gonna try and sneak it. Like,
we'll talk about this later.
I don't understand.
Lenosa returns to the table. Dennis, how many ales or meats have you had now?
I believe I've had 2.
Cool. Con save from you, please. Nisa, let's make a con save to see how conscious you can stay. And how much have Rowan and Aurelian drank? Let's
I only had the one mead, and I'm
You
about to
didn't-
pour a glass.
okay, and you didn't pound the mead, so that's good.
I just sipped
Aurelian,
it.
I
how's
had
that mustard beer?
I had 2 drinks of mustard beer and maybe 3 sips of an ale.
Okay, all right.
like
so you're
nothing.
doing okay.
I'm not trying to drink a lot.
Okay.
13 for
13. Okay. Nisa, how you doing?
Oh, just a 2.
Oh man.
So Dennis, you're feeling a buzz. The sparkly juice tastes good, and your brain feels a little fuzzy. Things are nice. Owl bears and birds. Nisa,
I guess that would be a 7 total.
7 total. Okay.
Mhm.
So not a 2. My brain was like 2 total. Oh boy. So you're fading fast. Like
Well,
you've drank a lot of alcohol in a very short period of time, and you ate, so that's good. That's helping you absorb. But you're definitely, that like drunk tired that you get when you've been out for too long and you definitely drank too much, and it's kind of starting to like really set in, and you kind of just you want to keep the vibe going, but you probably can't for much longer.
I'm tired.
Real quick, have these ribs just been sitting here uneaten?
Did we order the ribs?
I
She
thought-
didn't order the ribs.
Okay.
I wanted to.
Okay,
but
then never mind.
I was
gonna
afraid.
say.
I was afraid that it freaked Dennis out. So
I was
Love
just gonna say
ribs.
if they're there, Lenosa would tear into them. But since they are not there, she's just gonna go and she's gonna down that
it
water.
did get like tiny meats, so it's not like it looks like a carcass, but like it's definitely meat.
Yeah, there's like a
Oh.
meat and cheese board on the table.
She's
so
gonna
there's, like,
down the water, and then any meat is fair game for Lenosa. She's gonna
Oh,
yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, there's like cured boar meat. There's different
Especially cured
porks.
boar.
Cured boar is so good though. So there's a lot. It's not like one of the skimpy ones where they just put like 3 pieces of meat and then a lot of cheese. It's good. It's a solid platter. So everybody eats, everybody drinks, and the night sort of starts to slowly come to a close. You all have your keys to go up to your room. You all have very comfortable rooms, and they're all your own. Everybody's alone. Nobody has to share. Are there any nightly rituals that you'd like to do?
I'll probably hang back and then make sure that the staff knows to send pitchers of water and cups to each person's room.
Perfect.
For learning from last time, Rowan is, and then personally, she'll open up her book that she got with the gods, particularly Saloon, and start studying before she goes to bed.
Perfect. Go ahead and make me an insight check while you're getting those waters for everybody.
Not 20, 25.
Greg still hasn't come back. That seems weird. He said he was going to be there till closing, and it's been, about an hour and a half, 2 hours. It's late. And he still hasn't made it back. Or at least you haven't seen him.
And they said the other person, I forgot their name, starts with a T, I think.
Tristan.
Tristan. Is he at or are they at the bar right now?
Yeah, they're the tiefling who originally greeted you. And they're sort of starting to clean up the bar as patrons are starting to slowly filter out.
Excuse me, Tristan.
Yeah.
Do you know where Greg is by chance? I heard that he was going to take a break, but he hasn't come back yet.
He left for his break, but he didn't come back. I wonder if there was some sort of like emergency at home. He's never really disappeared like this, so I'm a little worried about him, but sometimes things just happen.
And is that normal for him?
Not at all. No, Greg is one of the best employees that I have.
Huh.
I know he
And-
left for a little while, like left.
Like out of the tavern?
Mhm.
Did he go out the back?
He went out the back. Yeah, he said he had to go run a couple errands, and that he'd be back as quick as possible. But then he just didn't come back.
Oh, that's very troublesome. And in this moment, everyone else is upstairs, correct?
I believe Snow. We've got No from Aurelian, Lenosa, Nisa, and Danis. Did you all start to head upstairs, or are you still vibing at the table? It's definitely like last call at the bar. Like they're,
Just leaning on the table, just kind of on my hand.
Danis is still just vibing at the table, and he'll be talking to anyone else who is there. If it's just Nisa, he'll be talking to her and not expecting responses, just kind of going.
Okay.
What are you talking
Else is still
about?
there.
Lenosa's still there.
So Aurelian was hoping everyone would go away. But
What was Dana saying at the table?
Yeah.
He's talking to Lenosa excitedly.
Rowan was supposed to be a tall person because Rowan likes top shelf drinks.
Mhm.
Isn't that
Interesting.
exciting?
Yeah. I mean, I
Oh.
like bottom shelf drinks. They taste stronger. More like burny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that I don't
It's unique. It's a unique perspective, to be sure.
I'm going to approach everyone that's still at the table, and our friend, or should I say Aurelian's friend, Greg, he hasn't come back, and I'm kind of worried. It seemed very like he really cares about this place, and he did some errands, and he's not back to close like he said he would.
listen, shift over. Was he just going home for the night?
I believe that they said that they're coming back, and I talked to Tristan, and Tristan also said that this was unusual. Normally, I would just chop it up to, getting,
And he went out the back?
I believe so, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, then I suppose we should go look for him.
Yeah, I feel. Yeah, normally I wouldn't probably search, but I feel responsible since we held so much of his time today. So, at least making sure that they're okay, especially with the gold that he has on his person now.
Danis, are you okay to get Nisa to her room?
Oh,
I'm
of
fine.
course.
Nisa,
Yeah.
how many fingers am I holding up?
How many fingers are you holding up? I can't see your hands. They're under the table, Lenosa.
Fair enough. And then she does this and goes, how many fingers?
10.
Danis, will you get Nisa to her room, please?
Yeah, of course.
Come here, Nisa. And he
Yeah.
just puts his hands underneath your armpits and lifts you up like a child.
Wait, Danis, you have to carry Target. You can't leave me without Target.
You know what? I'll carry Target, and we
No,
can.
Danis can carry Target. It's a test of love.
I point dramatically and drunkily at Rowan from Danis's arms.
I mean, it's not too late to go to the skin store and put some skin on Target.
No,
Skin store. Jeez.
I mean, hide, skin, it's the same thing.
you can carry him by his handle.
Dennis has you like cradled in his arms like you're a small child or even a newborn, and he just kind
Dennis,
of.
you want to know a secret? You want to know a secret, Dennis?
What?
In the shell, underneath where the handle is, it's made of leather. You can touch it there.
That is a type of skin.
Just give him the old. And you look it down at Target, and Target's just at your feet. This little pointy nose looking at you, ready to go.
We love each other.
Come on,
You
Target.
hear this little tiny noise come from Target that's like, ooh, but it's just Nisa's voice going, ooh.
You guys have never
Dennis.
heard Nisa recording these things, but every time Target speaks, it sounds different. Like this was recorded at a different time.
Dennis steps over Target and just starts to take Nisa upstairs.
Wait! Nisa starts crying, but like dramatic, like fake crying. Target's like just walking behind them.
I was
like,
gonna say, does he follow you?
following it. She's like over his shoulder.
Target follows dutifully behind. All right, so Dennis and Nisa are going upstairs, so that leaves us with Lenosa, Rowan, and Aurelian to go look for our dear friend Greg.
Dennis will be rejoining them after he puts Nisa to bed.
Very good. Are we all gonna wait then?
I don't know if Dennis is joining us, so I'm gonna get
Lunos
up
is not
and
going to wait.
I'm gonna ready to go. Well, let's
Unless
find
Dennis
our.
said that. I don't. Did you say you were?
He
coming
did
back?
not say that.
Okay.
Oh
Let's
no.
go find our new friend Greg, who is.
You know what? I want to talk to
Somewhere.
Tristan real
Oh, this
quick
guy.
because they would know like where they usually hang around. Because I don't know.
Who's
where
running
Greg-
errands?
That could literally be anywhere.
Yeah, errands at what time is it? Late.
It was like 11 p.m.
Okay.
when he took his break.
Lunos is going to stop when she hears Rowan say that she's going to talk to Tristan.
And then approaching Tristan. So about Greg again. Sorry to bother you. Mentioned something about errands. Does he have a family? Does he usually go to a favorite store or something? We're just really worried about him, you know.
He doesn't really have too much of a family. It's just him.
Huh.
As far as, I mean, he runs errands for us all the time during the day. He goes and gets new food, goes and gets, refills, picks up the barrels. That man can carry a cart all by himself, damn near. Honestly, I didn't have anything scheduled for him to pick up this evening. It was a bit off. I don't know what kind of errands he'd be running at 11 p.m.
I hate to ask this, but is there any type of betting rings or similar activities, late night activities that are around this area?
Oh, sweetheart, this is Baldur's Gate. Of course there are. But Greg wasn't really, as far as I know, involved in any of that. He was a pretty stand-up guy. I know he had some outstanding debts in regards to, I think, one of his old friends, but it seemed like he had paid that all off as far as I knew. He didn't seem as concerned about money or tips as he was.
Do you remember the name of that old friend? I'm so sorry asking all these questions.
No, you're fine. You're fine. I just, I'll be honest. Greg was a great employee. He's not really a friend.
Was.
That's a bad DM slip of the tongue. I meant to say is. This is not Tristan, this is DM. I misspoke. He's a great employee and he's not really my friend. This isn't a circle that I come, I manage, I go home. He talks about the bar.
Gotcha. Are there any people in the back that talk to Greg?
Most people have gone home by now. I mean, we're pretty empty
Okay.
I'm
Well,
sorry, I'm not making this any easier for you. You seem very concerned about. Did you know him? Do you know him?
I mean, he gave us extremely like very, very good service. And my fellow party members, they tipped him really well. So I'm worried, given the reputation of this town, that tip may have put a target on his back if anyone saw.
Oh, God, that'd be a shame. He's a really good employee. I know that sounds harsh. I'm sorry. It's good barbacks are hard to come by.
I understand. They are.
If you want to take the back route, you can. And now let's say you went out that way.
Yeah, we'll try and do that. By the end of the conversation, has Janice come back?
I feel like at this point, Nisa, how difficult are you to put to sleep?
I'm not.
You're an ages.
No, I don't want to kick George out of the scene. I'm not difficult.
Okay. What, Janice, are you gonna head back down? Or are you gonna hang out with Nisa and Target?
Nisa's like already asleep by the time you get to the door.
He like puts the sheet over Nisa, and then he takes the blanket and he kind of like scrunches it up and picks up Target and sets him onto the bed next to Nisa, and then he puts the blanket over Nisa and Target and walks out doing jam hands.
All right, so Nisa is comfortably asleep upstairs, and the rest of you have been given permission to go out through the back.
So,
literally don't have any idea. But I'm also not from here, so.
and walks out the back door in the middle of night in Baldur's Gate and doesn't come back. It does not sound like much of a surprise, but we're adventurers, right? Let's go on an adventure.
Maybe we'll find some druids on the way.
Maybe.
That's a really bad joke. I'm sorry. Yeah, I feel terrible.
Well, let's do something to hopefully alleviate that feeling.
Relian's gonna chug down a drink, not the mustard drink, but whatever I've got. Whatever's set at the table.
So you said that Greg's shoes are really dirty,
Greg's
and he's
shoes
also
are-
a really big dude.
Mhm.
Do we see any big footprints or any like dirty prints as we head back?
Make me either investigation or survival.
I want to look for people.
Okay, so that would be perception or investigation, either one.
Oh, nat 20.
What were you looking
25. I was looking for like a trail of like clearly like Greg or Greg-sized individual because I know he has dirty shoes.
for? Okay,
He also a bigger dude.
Was that investigation or survival for you?
That was survival.
Perfect. Aurelian, what'd you roll?
11 for investigation.
11 for investigation. And then Lenosa and Dennis, what are you doing?
Well, has Danis been kind of given the information about what's going on because he
Lynn also would have told him.
really? Okay.
Lenosa caught him up. Perfect.
I suppose we don't have time to spare, but if we did, I could ask an animal or two if they've seen him.
I think that is a very wise and well thought out idea, Dennis.
Oh, well, thank you.
He kind of like starts to look around for any animals that might be nearby.
All right. So as you start to head through the kitchen, through the back door, with the natural 20 for investigation,
Survival.
Oop, my brain. With the natural 20 and for survival, you definitely see they're very faint tracks But and it's the back of it's the kitchen. The floor is very dirty. And there's like tacky, sort of footprints making their way through the back door. And you're able to follow them outside. The alleyway goes two ways. One seems like it leads more towards like the docks, and the other one looks like it leads further into town. The tacky, sticky, dirty footprints out here, and they've got like some flour on, like just a little bit of flour, but with that natural 20, you're able to pick it up. They have like they're going a little bit further into town towards sort of another alley. As far as people go, within 11, you don't really see anybody. You can tell this is more of like a loading alley generally than anything else. And Danis, looking around for animals, there's like an owl just sort of perched up in the back alley.
Danis, reaching into his bag of holding, takes out some birdseed, consumes a little bit of it, and throws a bit forth for the owl.
Ooh.
And it does take 10 minutes to cast, but he would like to cast Speak with Animals.
Okay, so Speak with Animals. Lenosa, what were you doing? Were you rolling?
No. Lenosa actually has a thought and goes, I think it might be best if I stay back in case Nisa wakes up or she deems herself fit to explore. So I will let y'all go.
Okay.
And she's gonna head upstairs.
And I'll shout out, and we're probably going to head into town. It looks like he went that way, so in case you're trying to find us.
Good luck.
Awesome. So are you guys gonna leave Danis to talk to the owl, or are you guys gonna head further in? Or wait for him there, sorry.
Wait.
Okay.
Or at least I'm waiting.
I want to head up a little bit. Hold my bandana up over my face just to hide it a little bit.
So while you're heading up further, go ahead and make me either an investigation or a perception check. 10 minutes is a lot of walking time. Are you going to walk the full 10 minutes, or are you going to head up to like the next crossroads and wait?
Next crossroads. I'm really just looking to find somebody who might have seen something. 14.
14. You see that there is an older gentleman sort of posted up a little bit further down the alleyway in the crossroads section. And he looks like he's sleeping.
I'll go up to him. Good evening.
Yeah.
Good, sir. Have you been sleeping here long?
Probably.
Yeah.
You're
Right.
gonna mug me.
I'd hate to.
I don't want you to.
I was just wondering if you'd seen a friend of mine that had come through here. Tall, half-orc fellow.
Greg.
Greg, he's got tattoos. You know Greg.
I know. Hey, Greg's real nice. Tips me a lot.
He's a good man.
Very. He went down that way. He didn't come back though.
Went down that way.
Mm-hmm. And he sort of gestures at like just straight ahead of you.
Okay.
Doesn't usually go that way. Usually goes out and around and then comes out the front. After locking up. Is it morning?
Just about. We're nearly there.
You can be tired tomorrow.
Wait, what would Greg be doing? What's Greg? What errands does Greg have down this way?
No idea.
Do I believe him?
Roll an insight check, do you believe?
Not great. Let's see. Sight 13.
It seems like he seems a little disoriented. It's kind of chilly out this evening, but he seems like he's telling the truth. He knew who Greg was immediately, and he said that his usual path is not that direction. So it seems like he's being honest to the best of his capabilities.
I appreciate you. You should go home.
I am.
Be safe.
Always. Don't keep gold on you. Unless you want to lose it.
We'll see.
Yeah.
I'll get back to the group.
Okay, we'll zoom back on over to them just as the 10 minutes is concluding. Dennis, what do you want to be saying to the owl? Woo!
Well, say, I'm looking for a friend of mine,
Woo!
Greg.
Who?
Greg. He's about. Well, I didn't stand next to him, but he was shorter than Lenosa. Lenosa's taller than me. He was like
Greg!
Greg. Little itty bitty glasses.
Oh.
No hair.
Mm-hmm. That way. And the owl's head turns like 180 degrees to point down the alleyway.
Oh, that way. Was he with anyone?
No.
Okay. Thank you.
Someone followed.
Oh. What did they look like?
Cloak.
Cloak. Okay.
Shorter than Greg.
Shorter than Greg.
Cloak. Came out the back door.
Followed him from inside. Okay. Anything else I should know?
Didn't come back.
Do you like birdseed?
Mice are better.
Gross.
And he puts a handful of birdseed in front of you.
The bird goes, "Ooh, I'm a predatory bird," and then just sort of like ruffles their feathers.
No on the birdseed, he says.
You keep that for the birds I eat. Thank you.
Scrapes it back in.
Okay, bye.
The owl just like turns their head. I think they can turn it like a 340 degrees. Like it's quite impressive. It's almost a full 360, if not more. I can't remember. But so, you'll head off in that direction.
270 degrees.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
207. That's terrible.
What did the owl say, Dennis?
It talked about eating other birds and mice.
Well,
Also Greg was followed. Shorter
what?
person. Cloak.
followed from the tavern. Oh
Hidden
no! Dang it!
Dang it.
Y'all
I
gonna
mean, to be petty, and I'm just telling Dennis this as we're walking. I don't mean to be petty, but if Rillian hadn't tipped Greg, maybe we wouldn't be in this mess.
Oh no. Don't blame Aurelian for this. Poor Aurelian. He's like the softest boy on the inside, and he just gets all the shit. So as you guys are heading down this alleyway, you make it past the old man that told you that he'd seen Greg.
Was I
and
there
everyone
for that
else.
conversation? Or
For the owl conversation?
Yeah, I thought I
mean,
didn't.
like,
I thought I wasn't there.
You had come back from what you had said, so
I thought I was making my way back while it was happening.
let's go with that and cause less tension between the three of you.
Okay.
So as they come up, they sort of meet you halfway, and you continue heading down the alleyway there.
So I picked up the direction of Greg. What did you? And you found from our feathered friends.
I also found out the direction of Greg. I found out that owls eat other birds. I found out that Greg was followed. I
Greg was
came
followed.
to the conclusion that Greg is shorter than me and Lenosa by about this much for me, this much for Lenosa.
That is
Good
good.
person
How tall
followed
is Aurelian?
Greg.
We have to go. And Dennis,
Well,
Aurelian's like getting frustrated, but trying not to be mad at Dennis, but like frustrated.
the person that followed Greg followed
We
him
have to
from
find Greg.
inside the tavern, and he's cloaked.
Where
went that way.
Aurelian's walking off.
Yeah. Okay. So go ahead and make me perception or investigation rolls.
Everybody?
Yeah, all three of you. Just let me know which one you're looking
Out
for.
of curiosity, how tall is Aurelian?
I don't know. What did I write down? Let's see. Description 5'10".
95 centigrades tall.
Yeah.
Okay.
And a 15 for investigation.
11 for perception.
25
Okay.
for perception.
Okay. So with the investigation roll, you are able to sort of like follow those tacky footprints all the way down. And it's dark in these alleyways. It's hard for you to see. As you're approaching Rowan, sort of off to the side and covered by like some refuse and a couple of boxes, you see a pair of shoes.
I won't talk, but I will get Aurelian's attention and kind of like point towards the
They're straight up. They look like they might still be attached.
point towards the area with the shoes. Start walking.
Yeah.
Very slowly up there.
Head over with you.
As you approach, you get that smell of death. It's not overwhelming, and it's hard to sort of pick it up amongst all of the other smells of this city. But as you approach closer and closer, these definitely look like Greg's shoes. And the closer that you get, the more you see that they are attached to legs. And that those legs are underneath quite a bit of refuse and some broken wood pieces.
Go ahead and
Runs rushes forward and tries to grabbing all of the refuse, trying to get it off of Greg and see if there's like any sort of pulse, anything.
As you pull the refuse off of Greg, you see, and it's hard because his pristine white shirt is dirty now, especially the sleeves. But not only is it dirty, but it's just soaked in blood. And Greg's the pockets of his trousers have been pulled open, and his apron is very askew, and his throat has been slit. And Greg lays dead in the alleyway. And that's where we're going to take a quick break.
Damn!
BRB fans!
all right.
We have a funeral to plan.
Yeah.
Of an
Back in a little bit.
NPC who
Okay, bye.
All right, love you. Bye.
Enjoy your break.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back.
Hello.
Howdy.
Howdy. Welcome back. Just a quick little announcement for those of you who joined us partially through or might have missed it. Today is a sponsored stream. We got our first sponsor. Yay!
First sponsor.
Thank you so
Sponsored.
much, Elven Renaissance. George, you want to run us real quick through who they are?
Yeah. Elven Renaissance is a. They have provided a book for us for backstory and a setting that is designed to be used with any role-playing game system. Hold on, let me
Get the vocal warm-ups in.
Ooh.
The Elven Renaissance is a setting that is designed to be used with any role-playing game system. It describes an entirely original homeworld for elves, one that is undergoing massive social change, and details everything from politics to art to why elves don't need indoor plumbing in their world. Check out the Kickstarter page, available until March 17th. Links in chat.
Links in
Let's
chat.
go.
Also,
They
they
are-
poop in trees.
They poop in trees and they are fully funded. So if you back them, you get everything that you wanted. They fully funded within
Yes.
4 hours, which is
Super
amazing.
cool.
We'll do a quick run around the table real quick. Tell us who you're playing this evening. Let's start with Sparrow.
Hi, I'm your favorite bird on the internet. I am a Black Sparrow. I am playing Lenosa, the Goliath monk.
I love the Goliath monk. Let's go to George.
Hi, I'm George. I make up the other half of the tall people in the crew. I mean, in the party. Whatever.
I'm playing Dennis. He's a barbarian, and he's a Fearbolg. That's why we drink top shelf.
That's why we drink top shelf. I love it so much. Let's go to Jen.
Hello. My name is Jen. I was online. That's me. I'm playing Nisa, the gnome artificer. I'm currently drunk in a room.
Love that. Let's go to Jade.
Hi, I'm Jade Valkyrie. I'm playing Rowan, Death Cleric, and person who likes fancy things.
Love it. Hero.
Hi, I'm suddenly a hero. I'm playing Aurelian, the half elf, half rogue, half bard, and I've never been able to afford fancy things, but I've probably stolen them. So
Almost definitely. And I am Pond. I'm Pond Plays. I am your DM for this evening for the next 10 weeks. We're so excited to be here and we're so excited to keep playing. A quick recap, I'll just run us through real quick. The party ended at the Elf Song Tavern, where they drank and ate and had some competition. They met a lovely orc man named Greg, who disappeared. And the party definitely noticed and took some serious offense to the fact that he disappeared, because they became friends with Greg. So Nisa got drunk and Lenosa got worried. So Lenosa went up to check on Nisa and make sure that she's doing okay. While Aurelian, Rowan, and Danis went to go look for Greg. They talked to an owl and they talked to an old man in an alley. And with the information that they gleaned from both, they unfortunately came across Greg's dead body in the alleyway. F's in chat for Greg. What are y'all gonna do?
We should probably find a place to lay him to at least some rest. I know he doesn't have a family, but he deserves something.
I just checked that way, and I haven't seen any sign of Greg.
yeah.
Greg died.
Oh.
Yeah.
Did we find him in the bay?
And then Rowan will step aside so Danis can see the dead body.
Right. Shucks. Okay. What do we do?
take him at least out of this alley. Somewhere else, anyways.
We should probably maybe back of the tavern. It seems like it was least of importance to him, so.
Sure. Aurelian's gonna try to pick him up. Even though he's a lot bigger than Aurelian.
I'll also try to help as well.
Muted on accident there. Everyone who all is trying to pick up Greg? Is it just Aurelian and Rowan? Dennis, are you gonna try and pick Greg up as well?
Dennis will help, yeah.
Okay, make me a group athletics roll.
11.
25, 11, 36 plus 12 is 48. Wow. So you easily, he's a big man, or he was a big man, but you easily pick him up and carry him back down the alleyway towards the Elfsong Tavern. Coming in through the back door, Tristan is there and he's like cleaning the kitchen. And he stops and he looks at the three of you with Greg in your arms and he goes, "Oh, this is terrible. You can set him on the table, I guess, and I'll call the authorities. Have them come get him."
Sure.
And he sort of bustles out of the kitchen.
And seeing Greg's dead body, Rowan tries to place his hands neatly back onto his body. Eyes are closed, and he'll uses cure wounds to at least mend the slit throat a little bit, just even a little bit, and does a rite to Shar. Shar, you are the goddess of the dead, the ruler of the plane of shadow. You are known to take in those who have died of unjust violence. So I ask you, take care of Greg. I make this offering to you in request for your kindness. And she takes the tip of her spear and cuts a little bit on her hand to drip onto Greg's hands. For your generosity and your benevolence towards me, I know, so Greg can be remembered, so Greg can be cherished, so they might know that his story will go on. So I honor you that you may treat them with honor. Hail Shar. And she backs away.
You feel a connection to your goddess through this prayer. It doesn't feel as aggressive as the last time you encountered Shar. This one feels a little more peaceful and a little more forgiving, almost, because you're performing a funeral rite. And Greg lays on the table, his arms crossed. Tristan comes back in very quickly, and there's town guards. They sort of, we'll take him from here. We'll take him to the graveyard, and we'll have one of the clerics inspect him, see if they can figure out, if there's anything. I mean, murder's common here, so it's unlikely that we'll find the culprit, but we appreciate you doing the legwork and finding his body before anyone else could.
Well, if it helps, whoever did this, well, they probably followed him out of the tavern. And they will wear a cloak. A bird told me.
All right, we'll keep that in mind when we do our investigation. Thank you all so much for the work that you've put in. I suggest you go and get some rest. It's very late, and you heroes deserve sleep. Thank you.
And very, very far away, you hear heroes deserve potions or something to that effect.
Deserve potions.
God damn it.
With that, they sort of pick Greg up and take him outside. They load him onto like a cart and take him off towards the cemetery.
Before going up to Aurelian, Rowan turns to Aurelian. I'm sorry about before. This was not your fault or anyone's really. For that, I am sorry. And she'll head up to go to sleep.
We'll all head up to your respective rooms to get some rest. Much needed rest. Sleep comes uneasy for those of you who made it to bed so late. But you wake up in the morning feeling pretty well rested. And you feel a little bit stronger. You can level up your character.
Oh my god.
I did it by
including
being
Nisa.
drunk.
Nisa did it.
It helps.
Nisa just leveled up in her sleep. That's how amazing she is.
She's down to that ale. It was the ale.
Yeah, that's
Or the mead. I'm sorry, the paladin's bloodied mead.
It's like her spinach.
I like to think it's the scientist career in The Sims, where you level up when you have a eureka moment, and I had one while drunk in my sleep.
Absolutely.
And thought of an invention while I was drunk in my sleep.
I love that so much.
Nice.
So as you wake up and get ready for the morning, it's quiet. The tavern is quiet. You can tell that it's not super busy during this time, but you have a date. You have a 10 a.m. appointment to be on an airship. Are y'all gonna fill in Nisa and Lenosa on the Greg situation?
Absolutely. But also, quick question. How big were
Yes.
the beds?
The beds were definitely big enough to fit you, but your ankles just barely hung over you, and Lenosa had to sort of like whoop just a little bit to.
So like normal
Just like
life.
real life.
Must-
Okay. Aurelian wakes up with Danis sleeping on his moss and cloak on the floor near the bed. But yeah,
We had separate rooms, but I mean,
Dennis needed comfort.
I who up.
So as you all wake up and make your way downstairs, there's a young girl sort of manning the bar. She's mostly just cleaning things and sort of mopping floors, and she looks up at you as you come down the stairs. She goes, "Oh, hello. The kitchen's not really open at the moment, but is there anything I can do for you, or?"
Everyone just turns away.
I need a breath of fresh air. Aurelian's gonna walk outside and look for somebody. Just trying to use my one of my features from my background.
What's that feature?
Criminal contact.
Ooh, okay. So while you're looking for somebody, go ahead and make me a perception check. See if you can pick up on any thieves' cant or anything like that. Lenosa, Nisa, and Danis. What are y'all doing?
I woke up remembering that I can hit my hands.
one after the other.
Danis is going to order a juice at the bar and sit there like he had a rough night, drinking a juice.
And juice. It's orange juice.
That's fine.
And as she serves you the orange juice, she looks at you and she goes, "I heard about Greg. Did you? Were you the ones? Were you the ones who found Greg?"
Yeah.
She looks between Nisa and Lenosa as well.
We, and she kind of gestures to Nisa and herself, did not, but our friends did.
It's such a shame. He was such a lovely man.
So last night, while I was dreaming, I thought of a way to make Target better. Does anyone want to hear about it?
Please do.
I have like toast in mouth.
Yeah.
I can make him do fireworks, or I can make him spit smoke out and like make the room smoky to make us more sneaky.
Interesting.
Or, I mean, the fireworks would blind people, so I can blind people, or I can make us more sneaky. Came in my dream last night. More toast.
Well, as you are well aware, stealth is a favored tactic of mine, so that sounds good.
I was pretty proud of it. I'm surprised I don't have a headache. Does anyone else have a headache?
Yes.
Well, I hope that's not because of me.
I would think not.
No.
Soggy. Come here.
Soggy
That
toast.
made it worse.
The soggy.
Oh, there's so much butter in this spot. What's the
Just be
plan
soggy.
today? Are we going to?
To the airship, that's, I think, what would be best.
What
We
time
don't
is
wanna-
it?
I look
We'll
outside.
say it's about 8:30.
So
About
we should
8:30.
probably grab some food, like bread or things, because I'm not sure if there's any food on the airship before we head out.
That's a
Nothing
good
that
idea.
nothing that has to be made. And I turn to the young lady. If you have any bread, dried meat, fruit.
Indeed.
Excuse me. Absolutely, yes. I'll just go and get some of that really quickly. And she sort of bustles off into the kitchen. Aurelian outside. What was that perception roll?
14.
14. With the 14, you see that there's a young elven woman who's sort of sitting on a bench, and she's got that look to her. She's wearing very nice robes, but looking around, you see she's eyeing people
Sure.
as they walk, and you can tell she's looking for coin purses.
Okay. Make my way over and sit down next to her. Beautiful morning.
It's a lovely morning.
I need to get a message to someone. There was a man, a friend, named Greg, who met his end last night. Tall fellow, half orc,
I heard the news.
tattoos. I need you to tell whoever it was that the Son of Nine Fingers is looking for them.
Oh.
And then I'll give her 5 gold.
She'll take the gold and she'll put it in her pocket and she'll say, "Well, Son of Nine Fingers, As far as I know, it wasn't one of ours.
I would appreciate knowing who it was.
I'll
Eventually.
look into it.
And then I'll just get up and walk back to the tavern.
Perfect. As you're walking in the tavern, the young woman behind the bar is bringing out sort of like wrapped rucksacks. Looks like it's got some dried meat, dried berries, some fresh bread. I just baked the bread this morning, but it should keep for a couple of days. And the meat and berries is from most of our salads, so should be fine.
Thank you. And I will tip her 1 silver.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you again for finding Greg. When people go missing here, it's usually just goodbye without answers. So I'm grateful.
Be careful. The person came from this tavern, so I wouldn't walk out late at night if your shifts go that late without somebody else.
Tristan lets me work the day shift so I can avoid the worst parts.
Good.
But if there's not anything else you need, I've got to bake a couple more loaves.
Oh,
Danis like turns towards one of the party members and he pulls out his sack of money.
will you tip the kind lady, Lenosa, maybe?
Indeed. And she takes a little bit of the money and then she's going to lean very close to the person and whisper something in their ear.
Okay.
Basically what Lenosa is trying to do is being like, I'm going to put this in a distinct spot for you to retrieve later because I don't want anyone to see you take this money from me right now and make you a target.
Perfect. She nods aggressively. Thank you so much. I had no idea. Will you have a lovely evening or day? It's daytime. It's early. I'm sorry. You have a lovely evening, and I hope that you have safe travels with wherever you're going.
And to you.
You as well. Thank you.
Thank you. And with that, do y'all head to the shipyard? Well, the airship yard.
I'm ready.
It is a beautiful morning out.
Mm-hmm.
Hit the skies, as it were.
Did you eat though? You left, right?
I'm not very hungry this morning, but I appreciate it. How are you feeling today?
I'm good. I'm gonna bring toast for you just in case. And I grab my extra toast that has a bite in it off the table.
Nice. Perfect. Oh, that's not what I wanted. There we go. Wonderful. So you all head towards the airship yard. It's as you approach, as you get closer, it's quite busy here. There are a lot of people sort of bustling in and out. And you see that there's a couple of airships taking off, and it is quite a sight to see. The thrusters are sort of shoot out this really brilliant blue, almost lightning, as they sort of thrust off into the sky. And as you approach, there's a small line of people waiting to get in to the main building. But it looks like it's moving pretty quickly. Everyone starts to sort of funnel into the airship entryway, and you see that there's ticket booths and there's places for people who are already ticketed. And you see Suzette running up to you, Nisa. She goes, Nisa, hi.
Hi.
I'm so glad that you made it on time. I mean, you're early, but like early is on time. You know how it goes.
Mhm. Yeah, I mean, if you're late, then you're not gonna be invited again. So yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. Like if you're on time, you're late, and if you're late, you're not coming back. So
Yeah,
I'm-
exactly.
I'm so grateful that you made it here. This is so wonderful. So you're actually gonna be riding on my ship today. I'm flying Candlekeep.
I
I'm
look
so
back at the group and my eyes are just like giant stars.
Guys, this is my favorite cousin, by the way.
You're my favorite cousin too.
Oh my god, I'm so excited. I'm
I'm
so ready to be
so-
really annoying for the next like 4 hours.
It's gonna be so great. It's actually like a 6-hour trip, but that's okay.
Okay,
yeah,
4
it's gonna-
hours.
4 hours of it's fine. It's gonna be fine.
Just go really
so,
fast.
Everybody, if you're the only ones who booked Candlekeep today, so if you want, we can leave a little bit early. That's okay too. We can take you up. There's a little elevator, or
I'm
there's
so excited.
stairs. The elevator's faster, but the stairs are. The view is really nice.
I will take the stairs.
Okay. The stairs.
What's an
are wood.
elevator?
It's this really neat platform, and it goes whoop and takes you straight up.
I'll take the elevator.
Dennis, why don't you accompany me on the stairs?
Okay.
Hey, before you go, Danis, I made you something last night in my drunken stupor, but can I give them to you? I think they'll be really helpful.
Okay.
Here.
And I just give you a pair of cloth gloves.
Oh.
They're just plain.
Oh, thank you.
But they're your size, and if you touch stuff, you won't be like touching metal, but you can still touch anything you want.
Oh. Thank
Maybe
you.
you'll pick up Target next time.
Maybe.
Okay,
Aw.
well, that's all I wanted to do.
That's really
Thanks.
sweet. Wow. You're so nice, Nisa. Are the other two? So you two are going outside. You two, right? You said that you were coming. What about you, Mister? You can come on that elevator.
Take the elevator. Is that? Are you taking the elevator?
I'm taking the elevator. Yeah, my little legs can't go up and down those stairs.
That sounds wonderful.
Great! I can't wait to ride the elevator with you. Anyways, and then so she sort of like bustles off and she's like, "Come on this way. You don't need tickets. It's okay. Family discount."
So you didn't tell me your cousin was so great.
Because I'm greater, okay? Shh.
I know.
She is great, though. I really like her. She's really nice. We took every class together when we were in school, and she got everyone's attention, and she's just great. She's great. She's like the popular person in school that's like people actually like.
People liked you too, Nisa.
Oh,
I liked you. And you guys climb into the elevator, and she sort of gestures at the door right next to the elevator, Lenosa and Danis, and she goes, "So just do that door, and then it's all the way to the top. It should only take you." And then she like looks at you guys, like up and down for a second. She goes, It should be about the same. Well, we should get up there at the same time."
okay.
And then everyone files onto the elevator. Who's coming? And she's sort of on the wall near the elevator. She sort of like boop, 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 and touches a couple of runes that are inscripted into the wall, and the elevator starts to rise. Lenosa and Danis, is there anything you guys want to talk about as you run up, or were you just keeping Danis from the metal of the elevator?
Lenosa was I don't think she necessarily feels all that comfortable on an elevator, but she would have done it. But no, she's just keeping Danis accompanied. So if he has anything to say, she's going to listen. But
Thank you for inviting me to come this way with you.
of course,
I really appreciate it. I feel good, despite some of the recent events. But I feel, I don't know, there's a spring in my step. I feel like I'm walking a little bit faster, you know?
I think I understand what you mean.
I thought you might.
Wonderful. As you all approach the top at roughly the same time, because the stairs are built for gnomish legs, and y'all are able to just like 10 at a time and with your big old long legs. You approach the top of the stairs and you see your airship. This airship is massive when you get up close to it. The underbelly of it is just all of this very intricately woven and like hammered together metal. And you see the 6 sort of jets that line the side of it, each 3 on each side to help propulse it. It also has sails that are currently furled. And you see that like there's a blue glowing sort of like lightning in the back of the ship under these huge rotors. And it looks like it's getting ready for takeoff. You're not gonna miss it, but it's getting ready to go. And the little door slides open, and the elevator is there. And Susan's like, "Okay, alrighty. So if you just want to get on the ship here, there's the little ramp on there. You can get on there, and you can stow your belongings below deck if you want, or you can keep them on you. The choice is yours. It's only about a 6-hour trip, so we should be fine. I don't foresee any problems. The skies are really clear today, and everything is going really well. So I think that it should just be smooth sailing." Okay. I've got a great crew with us today. So our crew hands today, there's Liam, and there's Felix, and there's Tav, and there's Dinah, and there's Corin, and Samantha, and Meryl, and Hendrik, and Karthos, and Joe. And they are like the best of the best. They've been flying for like at least 2 years, and they're all just super great. So I think you guys like them.
I'm sure you'll get us there, no problem.
No problems. We've got our eyes on the sky, and we're gonna just full steam ahead.
Nisa's gonna go plant herself against a window very excitedly.
So it's actually an open air sky ship, which is really neat.
She's going to go lean over the edge.
Oh boy.
Excitedly.
You are up so high. You're up very, very high right now. I would say probably about 300 feet up. And the view of the city from here is incredible. You can see almost all of Baldur's Gate from here. Is everyone
So-
aboard the ship?
Yes. When the airship starts to take off, I think the reality sets in
Mm-hmm.
of the fact that this thing is going to fly. Danis didn't really understand what airship truly entailed prior to that moment. Is there like a mast?
There's a huge mast in the center
Is it
of
made
it.
of wood?
It is.
Danis is clung to it, and he is bellowing.
Oh no. As the airship takes off, it's very smooth. You just feel the sort of soft propulsion backwards as the ship moves forwards. And across the ship you hear the bellows ring out.
You can hear it.
People
in
are
your
made to
right mic.
fly!
You start to take off, and you take off in the sky. It's beautiful. The sails have unfurled, and everyone is bustling about. You notice that there are some sort of like engines up towards the front. It looks like they keep some conductors going, and there's also some engines towards the back that seem like they're also keeping some conductors going. And there's a large furnace type thing where the wheel normally would be. And there's quite a few levers and knobs here and there. And you start to take off in the sky. It's a very peaceful, very soft ride for about an hour. And then you hear from the side of the ship, Liam sort of yells out, Suzette, did we have anything scheduled for today? And Suzette goes, no, other than us, it's just us in the sky. And Liam goes, there's some ships approaching, and they're not ours. And Suzette goes, okay, well, they're probably friendly. And as soon as she says that they're probably friendly, you all hear the boom of a cannon. Go ahead and roll me dexterity saving throws.
Yes. God. Airship combat.
Oh, ignore that. I rolled the wrong thing.
You're fine. I don't have it open, so I can't see.
Ooh, natural 20.
Nice.
For 26.
26.
21.
21.
7.
12.
7, 12.
I feel like Dana should have advantage considering he's part of the mask.
Yeah, we'll give Janice advantage on that one. And then Nisa, what you got?
Oh, a 3.
3. Oh, no. So if you rolled under a 13, so Rowan and Nisa and Danis, unless you rolled higher.
He already has advantage.
Oh,
'cause
that's right. Okay. And
barbarian.
Danis, so you're all just sort of thrown forward and off to the side as a what seems like some sort of cannonball impacts on the starboard side of the ship. And you see, those of you who are still standing, up alongside you in the sky come these 2 black, smaller sky ships. And they look like they're being propelled by something slightly different. The one on the left or port side has this sort of red energy beaming from it, and the one on starboard or right side has this orangish energy to it. And everyone on board is looking right at you. Lenosa, can you roll me a perception check, please?
I can. 19.
19. On the ship on the port side, there is someone standing at the back. And as the ship comes up alongside yours, that person standing at the back points right at you. Goes, from across the way, you hear this booming voice. I've been looking for you. And that's where we're going to end tonight's session.
Ooh. That's so intense.
My
So
God.
exciting.
What do they want?
What do they want? What do they want?
What,
Lenosa?
Lenosa?
Why
Weren't
are
you
they
listening?
attacking our
Oh, okay.
ship?
Why?
But why? Why is a very good question, and that is where we will leave it for this evening.
That's so good.
I'm so excited. That was good. Thank you so much, chat, for hanging out with us.
Yes, thank you very much.
We love you all so much. Is there anything other than saying goodbye that we wanted to go over one more time with our lovely sponsors for this evening? George, can you kick it off with the Elven Renaissance, please?
Why don't I just say the same thing verbatim? Sounds like a plan. The Elven Renaissance is a setting that is designed to be used with any role-playing game system. It describes an entirely original homeworld for elves, one that is undergoing massive social change. Details everything from politics to art to why elves poop in trees in their world. Check out their Kickstarter page, available until March 17th, and we've got links for their socials and the Kickstarter in chat right now. Thank you, Jen.
Thank you so much, Elven Renaissance, and their Kickstarter fully funded, which is super awesome.
Yes, it is.
We're so proud of them, and we're so happy for them, and we're so happy to have them supporting us.
Yeah,
Yes.
we love that.
Yeah,
No, it's
Love
amazing.
it.
So cool.
Babby's first sponsor.
Back sponsor.
We love it so much. Before we say goodnight to y'all, I think we're gonna go over the memes in the Discord.
Wanna check out some memes? Hell yeah.
Hell.
Let's do it.
We had Gnome Finder coming in hot.
Killing it.
Hot and heavy. There's I haven't looked at any of these, so this is all super exciting. I love it.
It's so
Let
good.
me watch the stream so I can
Oh, I looked at the
see
first
what
one.
we got going on the deck.
Janice, I trust everything you say.
I trust everything.
It's so true. The sweet, sweet boy. Why would nobody want me in their drink? Right?
Oh my goodness.
He's
so
just
cute.
sanitized now.
It's so cute though.
It
Such
is.
a cute little rat.
Cute
It's
little
a cute baby.
Little
Help
Retman.
me hide a body.
Ratman.
Cute little Retman.
I think it was a
Happy
great
Hider
bonding
Body.
experience.
Oh yeah.
Even if
This is
Nisa
just-
didn't like it, I thought it was cool.
I
Yeah.
forgot.
I mean, I thought it was cool. Nisa was like, "This is great."
This is great. We're hiding a body.
Yeah.
Yay. This is what adventurers do. The many emotions of Feywild and out. And all of us making a different face. I love that.
So good. Oh, I love it.
Joy.
George
I live in
Stone
constant
face.
fear of becoming a meme because sometimes I make really weird expressions. I'm really glad that that hasn't happened yet. Now that I
yeah,
said it,
It's going to
Yeah.
happen.
now
Yeah.
that I said it,
You put it out there.
You all heard, right? Like,
and we
made a
get some heroes. I don't even know what the emote's actually called,
I don't
but
know
what did
either.
we call it?
the hero one.
We just called it Aurelian, I guess.
Aurelian. My God.
Has that honey
some
mustard
Giorgios in
baked
chat.
thingy?
It's good. It's good.
So
It's
good.
spicy.
Spicy mustard meat.
That
Oh
was a
my
great
God.
idea. I love that.
That was
love
awesome.
fresh Sprite from McDonald's.
Because I've done that. I've actually done that to somebody before. It was great.
Mayo? Because that was your first suggestion.
Yes. Yes, it was like
With
a
the
middle school
mayo?
sleepover because
Oofa
they did the
doofa.
whipped cream and the hot water thing to me, so I gave them a milkshake with mayo.
There you go.
Yeah,
I love that.
They
do not
deserved
prank me. I
it.
will
They
prank
did
back.
deserve it.
Hate
They
it.
deserve that.
No, you
Aurelian.
got them.
Making jokes about rats and beverages playfully with group whilst us others taking orders. Lanosa.
Are you serious right now?
You get stuck stealing your friend's books. No.
Yes.
No.
Could
No.
have just checked him out.
God, I've been wanting to have a conversation with Rowan like so many times, but then like people keep dying, and then like we're attacked by pirates, and I'm like, God damn it! I just want to talk to
Sorry.
Rowan.
Life is happening.
I
Just
can't
trying to
make
talk
it
about-
easy on you.
Trying to talk about this book.
I just try to talk about this book, and there's gonna be so many things that have happened since then.
Rowan, you can take any book from my library to Aurelian. I can't believe you took a fucking book from
You
my
took a
library.
I love it. I love it. I'm gonna tell my kids this was Aurelian. For sure,
Really
today,
deep
though.
going to people's houses.
Oh my
I
I
God.
mean, if the shoe fits.
God damn it.
Oh, you look great.
Oh my God, when you steal Nisa's look though. Oh.
Did Aurelian really
noticed that.
steal Rowan's
I
book,
noticed.
or was the true culprit Nisa? Those stripes are kind of sus. Adorable.
This is where I'd keep my book. If Aurelia didn't steal it,
Oh
must
my
have been a
God.
good book.
Rowan will remember that later. No, she hasn't even opened it. That's a funny part.
I know.
Right?
There's so many books in there.
Oh my God, the Imperial versus Metric.
Oh my God.
Motherfuckers act like they forgot about Greg.
Oh.
Wait, can we? I want to know. Okay, so wait, how tall is Nisa again?
Nisa is 2'5".
So Nisa is like one is a 1/3 Greg,
Mhm.
Yeah.
or 0.33 Gregs.
You keep repeating Greg's.
0.333.
3 greetings, Gregs. Like,
That's
we
gonna
need to do the
be the
calculation.
meme. Is Jade Jade doing this?
Please.
Math. Jade math. Oh my gosh.
Oh,
This
And
is
then-
all.
Esme
Put-
made us a sticker, and then I said to put Hero's face on it, and I'll make it for the Discord. And now we have
What?
Oh, God, I'm sorry.
But what I hate.
Welcome into the ATN.
welcome.
Thank you.
Thank
What's up,
you.
Welcome
Raiders?
in,
Welcome
Raiders.
in.
Welcome in.
Hello.
Just going over
We-
some memes.
We just
We
finished up
doing some
session.
math.
Doing some math, going over memes. Thank
Mhm.
you so much for that raid.
Thank you.
Wow.
That
What I hate
is
is how
amazing.
accurate it is, honestly.
It's-
How well it fits, I guess, is
It's so good.
why
When
I'm
you rolled a
upset.
nat 20 deception, but the cleric literally read the guy's mind.
I was trying so hard to like give it to you and not like take that 20 from you, but also Rowan read his literal mind.
Listen, so I mean, maybe it's
You
just
did a
weird,
good
right?
job. You did a
I mean,
good
I
It's
doubt
job.
it.
You know?
I mean, he's dead
So
now,
funny.
so no one can.
I mean, you
uh,
can probably bully Rowan now. She's
I mean,
like,
Maybe you should have read
Emo as
more
fuck.
are
than
you
his
really gonna
surface
say?
thoughts.
Are you really gonna say that wasn't Greg? Greg was lying, or Greg would like that wasn't Greg's drink? I don't know.
or at least Greg
Oh my
really
God.
believed what he was doing.
Greg was a good man.
Maybe Rowan should have thought more, read more than his surface thoughts, and we would know what happened to Greg and why.
Greg's a lot
Damn.
deeper than just the surface. Okay,
She's already
Rowan.
blaming herself.
Oh,
Oh man.
When I
no.
tell you that I
Aurelian.
looked up the cleric thing and the revivify, like I don't think that we got there like a minute or so after Greg died. But if we did, and she just leveled up
Yeah.
then.
Mhm.
But I mean, that's solid though. I mean, as far as like, I mean, level up, right? Like learning revivify, like after that.
That tracks.
I mean,
Yeah, you
Like-
know, I gave y'all some emotional damage today, so I
Emotions.
think
You know,
that-
damage.
Thank
I
you.
think I might as well give you a
True.
level as a way to compensate.
Yes.
It's definitely making it up to us. That's
Yeah.
for damn sure.
Yeah, you know, this was great. I'm super curious. If we have time, if it's okay with everyone, I would like to know everyone's favorite part.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be a little bit selfish and say the little scene with Lenosa outside.
That was a really good scene.
It
I was
was
gonna say the same
good.
thing.
super cool. That was super cool.
It was.
I
It was
loved
like
it.
the Cardi B means like, that's suspicious. Moon, that's suspicious.
TV
But we'll
Man
see.
says my favorite was Dennis and the Owl.
That was
Yes,
good.
yeah.
That was cute.
That was a very good moment.
I love
I
Greg.
also Greg was good.
Yeah, I already missed Greg.
Greg. I made a
When
friend.
he's- I didn't care about Greg, and then Pawn said that he had little glasses, and his
Yeah.
sleeves are rolled up, and I was like, dang,
I love him now.
that
Oh.
sounds like a friend. He's friend shaped.
And shake.
We gave him too much money.
I was trying to.
He
I
may
was
have been
trying.
into Lenosa, and you guys went to go and kill him.
I was trying to set up Lenosa and Greg. I was trying to nudge Greg to shoot his shot, anyways.
I appreciate that.
You
I mean,
know.
What if Greg wasn't looking at Lenosa because he was thirsty?
Maybe he's suspicious too.
Maybe he's suspicious.
Or maybe he needed protection, and he was like, "Big woman."
Big woman. Oh, lady, you look strong.
yeah, but
Greg
Greg also didn't know that I was the person, the evil lady.
Yeah, I know. I just Greg.
There was so much for him to live for him to react to.
He got to meet the evil lady. It was also super fun making up like rumors about you and like
Yes.
trying to
Yes.
sprinkle
I love
in a
that.
little
That
bit
was-
of like, I'm like, what's true and what's not. That was
Okay.
great.
I think my favorite part was the bringing back the flirting with Suzette and Aurelian.
Yes.
Continuity.
Yep.
Aurelian liked it too. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, really, like, Suzette. Well, if you all make it out of this airship battle alive,
Let's see.
I'm sure Suzette will buy you a drink. That was fun. I almost forgot too, and I was like, oh wait, no, Suzette was the one with the hots for Aurelian. I gotta do it. Okay, gotta keep it. And then I was like, how flirty am I gonna get with this? And I was like, can't wait to ride you or with you on the
I mean, what?
elevator.
Ride you? I mean.
so I toned it back just a little bit, and I think that's my comfort zone.
It's okay. I thought it.
We're
in
not gonna
my-
get
I-
quite too. I have a bad history of saying things on stream that get just like saved for forever. So I'm just.
True.
Right.
Well, it's okay. You still said that on stream.
Yeah, we just said it
with
later, but yeah.
Please don't. Just let that one go. Just let it slide, you guys. I'm gonna
Never
say
happened.
we've got like 9 or 10 more weeks to this. I'm sure I'm gonna say some other dumb shit on stream.
I believe in you.
I believe in you. But this has been a super wonderful episode. I hope everyone had as much fun as I did. Let's go ahead and go around the table and tell us, instead of who you're playing, tell us who you are, where we can find you, and what you are up to. Let's start with Jade.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
I wasn't expecting that. Hi, I am Jade Valkyrie. I do a lot of things. Right now, I do a lot of hosting and a lot of producing. I produce a weekly show with Queen's Gaming Collective called Black At It Again. Me and the lovely Kiara Please. We talk about literally anything that ever happens on Black's Twitter, but also like weird things. Like we talked about like what we would be if we were in a circus. So it's kind of like a podcast format. It's really cool. That's Wednesdays at like 1 o'clock Pacific. So good lunch break kind of thing to look out for. And sometimes we're on front page. That's also really cool. But yeah, you can find me at social media everywhere at Jade Valkyrie, like on below. Actually not like the Jade Valkyrie with a E. And then Twitch is Jade Valkyrie with a 3, like below.
I love it. Thank you so much. Let's go to Sparrow.
I am your favorite burb on the internet, A Black Sparrow. You can find me at A Black Sparrow on Twitch, Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram. You can also find me if you are interested in theater-based stuff at SherrickRobinson.com, SherrickRobinson.com. And I had to start doing that because of talkbacks at shows. But I also just recently launched a merch store, so merch.sherrickRobinson.com. So you can get stuff with my cool logo on it if you wanna. So that's a thing.
Or Jinkies.
I got a Jinkies shirt. I'm waiting for it to come in the mail.
Yeah, there's a
Excited.
couple of Jinkies related merchandise
So good.
shirts. So if you are interested in that, feel free to check it out. Thanks to the good people at Slaker. So that's me.
We love it. Hero.
Hello, Suddenly Hero. I predominantly stream on Twitch. Right now I'm doing horror and Souls-like games. We're playing through In Sound Mind on Sundays at 8 p.m. Eastern. Thursdays we're doing a mix of Dark Souls 3, Phasmophobia, Dead by Daylight at 8 p.m. on Thursdays. And then Saturdays at noon we're doing Elden Ring. So all kinds of fun. Come and hang out with us.
Wonderful. Jen.
Hi, your resident friend that lives on the internet and is not ashamed of it. My name's Jen, and I'm online. Truly, I do so many things. I stream Sundays and Wednesdays outside of Feywild and Out on my own channel, and I'm currently playing every game that I own from A to Z. We're currently on Alien Isolation, and it's been a good time. I also have a YouTube channel, Jen is Offline, where I vlog and post content. I do TikTok as well, and also have a podcast called The Overprepared DM, where I sit down with my lovely friend Nick from Southwest Gaming Society, and we talk about how to be a better DM with other DMs. It's super fun. I think that's it.
Then don't
Love
you
it.
also have merch?
I do also have merch with Slaker as well. My lovely I Hate It Here stuff is all over the place and it's making me so happy, even though I hate it here.
I love it. Merch. George.
Merch.
Hello, my name is George W. Ambush. I am the resident Star Wars nerd here. I do a lot of Star Wars based content on my channel, but I'm a variety streamer outside of that. I love D&D. I do all kinds of weird shit on stream. I was reading a book for charity this last week. For every $10 that was donated, raised a bunch of money for mental health. It was fun. It was a blast. I did a Hot Ones challenge as a part of that. I'm always trying to think of weird stuff to do on stream that will make people watch because why not? I've got a camera. I'll do it. I'll fucking do it. I also have a little bit of merch. It's with Jen. It's on her Slaker. Check it out. Part of the profits goes to me. Thank you. I love you all.
Wonderful. And I am Pond. I'm Pond Plays. You can find me on social media at Pond Plays or Instagram at Pond Plays Games. You can find me here every Monday night where I am running this wonderful game with these wonderful people. You can find me every other Wednesday over on the Initiative Order where I'm running another wonderful game with a different group of people. And you can find me once a month over on Blackwater D&D, the second Wednesday of every month where I'm playing in a game with those wonderful people. And you can also find me on my own solo channel, but I haven't been live on there in a while because life is absolutely crazy and I am busy all the time, and sometimes your boy just gotta sleep. But it's so wonderful, and I always have such a great night. Y'all make my Monday nights so much better, and I love you so much. Thank you so much for joining us, and let's get
We're
that
gonna raid out to our lovely friends Dice Cream Sandwich, who I met on TikTok quite some time ago. They're super wonderful and do a lot of good stuff for the trans community. You know, the world needs that right now. So let's go. I'm gonna start the raid.
Absolutely. And thank you again to our
Yeah.
wonderful sponsor for this evening, Elven Renaissance. We love you so much. Check them out, please, on Kickstarter. They're fully funded, so if you back them now, you get all of the stuff.
You get it.
All of it.
We love all the stuff.
We love all this stuff. We love you. Have a wonderful night, y'all.
Good night.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Let's.
I hold the rats.
Bye.
I hold the rats. Hold the rats.